and clear shot happened. As you can see, we have the net is not scaled properly. So the ring is scaled, but the net is not. The only solution, as I can see, is to duplicate the net with predefined settings of scale and position. So we can scale the ring with the net inside, and we need to move the net outside the ring parent, our second net. And the second complexity in this process, the clause can interact with specific objects. Maximum objects is 32. These objects can have capsule or sphere colliders. And in my system I register interactable objects that can interact with the net dynamically to avoid visual artifacts of physics and possibly performance issues. We need to do this because my system uses the programming pattern called the object pool. So in my system we can have any count of the balls, and balls are created once in the start of the system and are reused later in the whole system. And the objects are enabled and disabled dynamically, and during this process, after the balls are no longer needed, I place the balls nearby the player camera. And to avoid interactions between the net and invisible balls already, I register and annul the game objects dynamically for the net sphere colliders field. How it happens you can see on the screen. I use the buffer called close sphere collider pairs, and the sphere colliders field of the clause is the reference type. We could set the array once and get the profit, but it not works. I guess that in the closed system internally, in the process of setting sphere colliders, the system copied the objects in this array and use it separately out of the link. In these circumstances, we need to register the array of sphere colliders every time we make changes. So every time we scale the ring and we use the different type of net, scaled and not scaled, we need to synchronize our buffer between these two nets. So in Unity 2021.3, the scaling, the true scaling of the net of the close component worked this way. We deactivated game object, made changes in position and in scale, and activated the object again. And it worked completely without waiting of physics changes and using of coroutines. So after integrating the second net in our game, our function of scaling process became to look like that on the screen. We are using the coroutines now and wait for fixed update. So to make it work properly, first we need to deactivate the small clause, wait for fixed update, activate the big clause, deactivate the ring, the parent game object of the small clause. Make our changes with the ring position and the ring scale. Wait for fixed update again, activate the ring itself, wait for fixed update again, set parent for the big net, and the parent is the ring. It is needed to interact with the ring positions and changing of its positions. And after that, set the current clause for our game system to appropriate clause net and register sphere colliders to interact with the net. These are our balls. And after these changes, we can test the game. And we can see that the net is scaled correctly. Physics of ring is connected with the net because we have the parenting. You can see right now. And the interaction between net and the balls is also happened correctly. So you can get this Unity asset updated to relevant Unity LTS version in the Unity Asset Store. All important links you can find in the description. Optimize your games wisely and get the power with Unity.